Yesterday's plan succeeded, and the former Julius' servant was finally revealed. He obfuscates his presence, going seemingly invisible by melting into his environment. Now I know how he does it, but I don't know if I can win. Today's the last day of the prep period. Tomorrow, I'll settle the score with Julius. I should do everything I can so that I have no regrets. I'm also worried about Rin. I have to thank her for yesterday. First is first, check up on Tamamo. Almost there. Check third floor. Thank Rin if she's yet. Oh, Greg. Hey, I almost forgot to congratulate you on yesterday. Nice work. It was all thanks to Rin. After hearing her pained voice yesterday, I'm worried about her. Well, we did go at it for a second, but don't worry about it. I've had worse injuries. Injury? I know I shouldn't have let her put herself in harm's way. I said don't worry about it. I know enough about Julius to avoid the worst of his tricks. Even being focused on evading him as I was, I know I could survive at least one hit. But enough about me. Did you get a good look at his servant or figure out who he is? Julius' servant. I didn't uncover his identity, but I was able to break through his ability to hide his presence by disrupting his chi. Impressive. He must be a kung fu master whose skills of concealment allows him to become one with nature. Julius' servant is probably a heroic spirit with a martial arts pedigree. A kung fu master. That would explain his fighting style. If his mastery of kung fu is that advanced, it should make it easier to discern his, identity. Today's your last full day to prepare, so get to it. You'll be facing Julius after all. With that, Rin turns and walks away. Today is my last full day to prepare. I'd better make the most of it. Train in the arena, then head to the chapel. There's so much I still need to do. Perfect. Next floor. Oh, perfect. There you go. And what I'm getting tea. How should I say this? You may have become a powerful master, but you're still vulnerable. What is it you're lacking? Is it insufficient preparation, or is it a paucity of information? What is it with her? Every time I see her, she immediately starts lambasting me without any warning whatsoever. If I weren't so numb to my situation, I'd probably just go back to my room and sob in humiliation. Numb? Try blissfully ignorant. It'd be more accurate. Anyway, Greg, I have time on my hands, so if you want to ask something, do so now. Of course, I'll only answer questions that pertain to being a master. I normally can't be bothered with things like this, but I'm feeling generous, so ask away. Although I'm a little wary of her offer of help, the opportunity is too good to pass up. That, and she's actually being nice. For her, anyway. So let me see. Let's ask her about the Grail War first things first. I want to know how she feels about the whole nature of the Holy Grail War. Not about the system per se, but the fact that you have to kill to live. Huh? I'm honestly surprised you're still hung up on that. I can tell you're still in shock that people are dying in this Holy Grail War. I wonder if it could be that your entire view of the Holy Grail War is completely wrong? While I agree that conditions are severe, I cannot say that they are unreasonable. Everything has its limits. The land, resources, reputation, even time itself is finite. Everyone has different goals, and the resources to fulfill them are limited, which leads to conflict. To have your wish granted, another wish must be denied. That's the way of the world. The rules found here in the Seraph are simple compared to those that govern the real world. I mean, in the real world, innocent bystanders are frequently victims of the fighting around them. Compared to that, the terms of the Holy Grail War are quite fair. I'd go so far as to say moral. The motivations and consequences are clear, and there are no innocents here. Our backgrounds are probably totally different, so my reasoning might not make sense to you. And don't forget that conflict between individuals is not necessarily a bad thing. Understand your foe to win. Anticipate your opponent to win. Respect your opponent to win. These three things are what I consider to be the essence of the Grail War. How this reality came to be the Holy Grail War, I honestly couldn't tell you. I personally think the system was created for the purpose of better understanding mankind. So, is there anything else you'd like to ask? Let's ask about the fate of the world. I want to have ask about the fate of the world, because I have no memories of the past or what it's like on Earth. Everything is a mystery to me. It seems that even after being told nothing is really registered with you. It's obvious that you still have no idea what state the real world is in. Let me try to explain it again from a different angle. The world is doomed to wither and die. It's not going to happen right away, of course. There's no easily identifiable danger to prevent. There was a global catastrophe 30 years ago, but it actually helped stabilize the population. However, with the massive loss of life, all progress came to a crashing halt. Now there is no war, no famine, no poverty. There is no advancement, only stasis. New discoveries, scientific breakthroughs, even space travel have all come to a standstill. Mankind has yet to even explore the moon. History itself has somehow been corrupted. Since the near extinction of mankind, human society has stagnated, like water in a marsh. The Haraway family wants to keep the status quo as it is much easier to maintain than change. That may work in the short term, but resource scarcity and environmental decay isn't far off. Like walking down an incline, it's only really noticeable if you look ahead instead of at your feet. And if the incline was endless and there was no hope at the end, would you keep going? I don't hold to that fatalistic view. That's why I'm here, to fight against a hopeless future. To defeat the short-sighted plutocrats who would allow the world to rot away, namely, the Haraways. Oh, I'm not saying I should win because of my desire to save the world. The value of a person's wish isn't determined by its grandeur or its intent. Everyone has their own reasons for entering. I just thought I'd share mine with you. So, is there anything else you'd like to ask? Nope, that's it. I don't really have anything in particular to ask anymore. Sorry if you think I was wasting your time. Is that so? Well, if you say so, I'm surprised at your diligence, to be honest. Or, if I ask anything stupid, I'll just get ripped apart. Silence is sometimes the best choice. Oh, you were busy? Sorry for holding you up. I take it you're going to the arena? Be careful. As she watches me go, she raises her hand and waves at me. That was totally unexpected. Could today be the one day of the year when Rin is actually in a good mood? Ah! Okay, chapel. Yes. I'm gonna want that. So what Breath of the Soul does is actually a very good site MP restoration at the end of battle. It restores 10% of casters of Tamamo's MP at the end of every fight. Very useful skill. Actually, I'm just gonna go back to the second one. I want to see the T set. Well, Tamamo now has a T set to work with. Probably a very old-fashioned one, if I had to take a guess. Alright, let's start. And by start, I mean I'm gonna jump in and then jump back out. I don't think I'm gonna get much experience at this point. What level am I? Just level 29. Yeah, we're done here. I had everything anyways. And I don't want to bore you guys with another level grind. Oh, Tamamo has something to say to us.
これで仕込みは万全ですね。相手の得意でも封じ込めたことですし、あとは正面からの総力戦です。玉もとしてはあの女の手を借りたのは癪ですけど、尾に胸は変えられません。ま、ライバルは利用するだけして、美味しいところはきっちり独り占めにする。
You know, I'm beginning to think you don't like Rin all that much, which I see where you're coming from, but you can at least be a little bit more respectful, please.
それが賢い女ってものですけどね。
You're not gonna curse her with fox traits, are you? She emphasizes her pun with a big smile. I'd ask her what she means by rival, but now's not the time. Sacrifices needing to be made and all.
あ、それじゃあこれ、私の宝具のアドレスです。
Oh, I get to use her noble phantasm now.
説明、よーく読んでおいてくださいね。どんな宝具であれ、勝敗を決めるのはマスターの指示ですから。
Tamamo tells me the name of her noble phantasm without hesitation. It's a blessing?
はい。鏡のごとく磨かれた石。石のごとく厳かな鏡。と、他にも宝具候補はあるのですが、英霊としての私では、それが一番らしいものです。言うなれば、玉の一番大事な情報です。どうか、うまく使いこなしてくださいね、ご主人様。
Her tone is sweet, but the words she speaks are serious. Just as Tamamo says, I have to use her noble phantasm to its fullest if we want to win. She trusts me completely, so I have to make sure I'm worthy of her trust on the battlefield. Ah, there we go. Caster's Noble Phantasm, Blessings of Amaterasu, can be used after using any skills 9 times in a single battle. Once activated, the MP cost for all skills used in the current turn is reduced to 0. Also, you can only use it once per battle. I think Tamamo gave us something new. Yep. Let's see, the Eightfold Blessing of Amaterasu. A mirror wielded by Tamamo no Mai. It is one of the sacred treasures brought down from the heavens by the god Takahinateru no Mikoto and was originally kept in the Great Shrine in the Izumo province. According to passages in the Chronicles of Japan, the mirror was later moved to a site in the Kawachi district at the behest of the imperial court. The mirror is also known as the Yata no Kagami and is frequently used in rites honoring the sun goddess Amaterasu. In addition to its importance in ritual observances, it is also thought to possess the power to bring the dead back from the afterlife. Oh, jeez. However, since Caster's rebirth as a servant, this power is no longer accessible. Okay, now we know something's wrong. Think about it for a second. When we looked at Tamamo's backstory, it mentioned nothing about a mirror. Why does she have that? And why is... And you'd think her main mobile phantasmal choice would probably be the Killing Stone, but it's not. It's... the mirror. It's Amaterasu's mirror. Why does she have that? What? Is there a relation between the two that I'm unaware of? Let's go. Today is the Elimination Battle. In case you forgot, come to the first floor when you're ready. Yeah, we know how this is about to do. Let's go. My enemy is strong, the strongest yet, without a doubt. At least if I piece together what information I know, I might survive a little longer against him. Julius Belkis Carway. He's the Harway family's assassin and an enemy since day one. Caster was fooled by his servant's ability to obfuscate his presence. Julius' servant can obfuscate his presence, which allows him to take out Caster in one blow. Then Julius' servant attacks us again, and Caster saw through the it. The attack was... a magic circuit disruption. Right, from his attack I deduced that the enemy uses a special form of martial arts. After witnessing him in action, I have no doubt he's a master. In one blow, he skews his target's nervous and circulatory systems, as well as their magic circuits. Julius' servant claimed that his technique was so effective that a second strike was needless. For anyone unable to sense his presence, that could indeed be a one-hit KO. To get around his invisibility, we set up traps to disable it. Thanks to the traps, we learned the source of his invisibility was... a martial arts technique. We got you. Right, it was a Baji-Quan technique based on becoming one with the universe called concealment. It was also a sign that Julius' servant reached a level of Kung Fu that few martial artists levels ever do. In other words, Julius' servant was a Kung Fu master. Excuse me. There's only one Kung Fu master in history who claimed he needed no second strike. Li Shuwen. Called the Master of the Demon Fist, he was both valorous martial artist and assassin. Julius is a professional assassin. He knows a heck of a lot more about killing than I do. And on top of that, his servant is a martial arts master. They're a match made in heaven. I wonder how long I'll last against the two of them. Not a good sign, if I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, let's get some items. Hold on. Li Shuwen. Character background, Li Shuwen. 1864 to 1934. A Chinese martial arts master from Yanshan country, Hebei, Kangzhou. One of the foremost practitioners of the style known as Baji-Quan. He was so powerful that many remarked with him, a second strike is needless as long as a single blow will suffice. In addition to his skills in hand-to-hand combat, he was also supremely talented in the use of the spear, so much so that he earned the name Divine Spear Lee. His occasional use of this weapon sometimes causes his opponents to mistakenly classify him as a lancer. While this wouldn't be entirely correct due to his master's desire for a stealthy servant capable of killing from the shadows, the traits more associated with the assassin class have come to the fore. On a final note, since his ability to become visible is based on his natural abilities and not on any form of thaumaturgy, he is all but undetectable to the majority of magi or anyone dependent on magic. Huh, neat. Should have summoned. At least he should. I'm trying to imagine how this would have gone if Julius had summoned Pai Mei instead. Wait, wrong way. Okay. Save. Okay, guys, so how I'm gonna do this is that if I lose the first match, I'm gonna show what happens when I lose, and then I'm gonna show off the winning match next. Let's go. I'm ready.